right, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm Yoursimcfi and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we're going to be in the beautiful Leonardo MD83. I ran a poll on the Discord. Originally this flight was going to be the Fokker 100, but people wanted to see the MD80 come back, so we're going to do the MD80 for you guys. We'll be flying from Detroit to, for some reason, the very highly requested Milwaukee. We're in the Indie Builds Detroit with the Indie Builds Milwaukee. Milwaukee is free. Detroit is a payware scenery, so feel free to get Milwaukee absolutely for free on the Indie Builds website or app. The modeling of this aircraft just looks fantastic. It's very well done. I want them to do the native build. I'm waiting for that so the flight model gets a little bit tweaked, but it is very, very good. Looking and system-wise is very good as well. Thank you guys all for joining. Appreciate everybody being here, all the members of the channel. Thank you for the continued support and all the channel partners. You'll see them at the top right corner of the screen. We're going to be adding a new partner very, very soon. We're going to be adding Next Level Racing to the channel, and we will be hopefully showcasing their Flight Sim Pro seat in about hopefully under a month, but we'll see how long that takes to get ready to go. If you guys know, in the description, we have a bunch of discount codes down there for you guys to check out. Pimax discount code, Contrail, Tobii Eye Tracker, whatever you want to use, it's all down there for you to check out. So if you're going to buy something, you might as well save some money on it. We'll say hi to you guys in chat. We got Tucker. Tucker's one of the guys who requested this, and Jex as well. Welcome, welcome. Maddie, hello. Dad Aviation, what's going on? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Paul says hello from the UK. Welcome, welcome. Sleepy says native build plus sound improvements. Yes, yeah, we need better sounds as well, for sure. Hatchet, hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I plan, I don't know if this is going to work, but I plan on trying to get 2 streams out of this. Sorry, 3 streams out of today, and I have a barbecue I'm going to do later tonight as well. So we're going to try to do this flight real quick. A caravan flight with the Black Square Caravan. I just bought that, so we'll be doing that from St. Martin to St. Bart's. A little bit of a break, and then going to get an MD11 flight in as well. But yeah, so that's the plan. So let's hop on inside, get over to the good old iPad. We'll press this electronic flight folder. We're going to load the OFP. It doesn't even have it. Let's import. There it is, Detroit, Milwaukee. Performance. We'll autofill all that great stuff. We'll press calculate. Great. Weight and balance. Import from SimBrief. Great. I should probably press autofill after I did weight and balance. So we'll let that go. Aircraft services, ground, fuel requested, and fuel on board. So we basically have what we got. That's perfect. You even have a maintenance tab here and some aircraft options. We've set it up as we've needed, so we're all good there. What we will do is turn the ground power on, though. GPU. We'll have some air conditioning going on as well. It's going to be pretty hot in the back, so we'll put that on. Welcome to the flight deck of the MD83. I know it looks pretty intimidating, but it's not too bad. It's every airliner is the same. You're going to need a DC source battery and an AC source, ground power, APU, and then from there you're going to get all your systems up and running, and you're just going to need to put in your route and all that. So they're pretty much all the same. Every airliner is basically the same. The Concorde is a little different, kind of, but still has the same kind of thing. So we'll put the battery power on. Alrighty, and we'll select the ground power on. Autopilot. Autopilot. Anyways, that's all been done for you. That's it. Ready to start. Basically are. We'll press this in standby, click the button, back to primary, click the button. We're all good to go. We'll figure that out in a second. We'll leave that alone for now. No smoking signs can go they're already on. Belts can stay off. Emergency lights can go to arm. Coming down here, our navigation lights can be put onto the position mode. And so we have position, and then both is position and strobe. So we're not going to do the strobes, just position for right now. Clear the master caution. Come on down over, actually, come back here. Let's put our pneumatic air on, so I don't forget that later. And we'll come to the front. Matthew F, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Tony Toga is in the chat. Says, good morning, Cap. In chat, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I would fly the MD80 like all the time if I had better sounds. Yeah, the sounds in the flight deck are okay-ish. You got to remember that the engines are very far back from the cockpit. So you don't, even in the RJ, we don't hear the engines all that much. We'll press position, copy this, put them in there. That's good to go. Route, we're doing KDTW-KMKE. Put that up in there. Amazing. Let's get the weather for Detroit, and then that'll dictate what runway we're going to use today. Stand by with me a couple seconds. Alrighty, they're using runway 4 right today, so we'll press departure arrival. Our SID is going to be the MD83. Next page, MD83, runway 4 right, and that's going to be the gets transition. Awesome. Departure arrival, and we're going to be doing the. That's the right SID. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's no star, which is kind of strange. So we'll just pick an approach once we get a bit closer. Let's see what the weather they're doing over there is. Over there in Milwaukee, they're using 7 left and 7 right. Well, 7 right is definitely our answer because that's 8,300 feet and not 400 feet or 4,000 feet. So ILS 7 right. We'll press route, activate, execute, performance. We'll leave it on this page for just a second. Well, I guess I can fill out the other information. We're flight level 3000. Cruise wind. It's like that. ISA deviation is 9 degrees above ISA, so climb performance might be a little worse. And then our fuel, we have a total of 16.9. So we'll do 16.9/normal burn. Awesome. And we'll fill out this stuff in a second. We'll go to the iPad here, click weight and balance. We got a takeoff CG of 12.5. Our Zero is 127.3. 127.4 actually. Put that in there. Awesome. So it does this plus this equals that. And then our reserve fuel is 3.0. Perfect. That's all good to go. We'll leave it on this page. Go back to our little iPad here. Performance. Runway 4 right. Calculate. Anti-ice off. Packs are going to be on. Flap 5, normal takeoff. I guess, I don't know why we never use, it hasn't been giving me any flex temperatures anymore. I don't know why. Yeah, forced norm takeoff is not selected. It's kind of weird. And make sure the weather it inputted is correct here. It did not get the right weather. It's 3007. Detroit, dry, wind. Wind is 010/5 knots. Calculate. I think this is completely screwed up. Optimum, that's good. That's good. Outside air temperature. Look at the outside air temperature of 146,000 degrees. All right, well, let's change that. That's 26 degrees. Calculate. There we go. Now we're starting to get flex temps. Let's make sure this weight is correct. 136. Take off 143. That's wrong. That's wrong too. 143. Calculate. Alrighty, so autofill doesn't really work. Flap 7, 44 degrees, and we have our V speeds there. I'll get your comments here in a second. What an amazing rival. Yeah, it is an amazing rival. MD80 just wants the full juice takeoff. That's it. No, I had all the numbers incorrectly set from the autofill, so I guess don't use autofill. That doesn't work at all. So 7 flap, 44, and our 45, 50, 59. So let's go and enter that in here. 144, what did I say? 45, 150, 45, 50, 59. 145, no. 159 goes up in there. Takeoff EPR, we're going to select over here our ART, automatic reverse thrust, off, flex, assumed temperature, and it's going to be, where does it tell me that again? Oh, right here. It was 44, I believe, 44. So ART off, takeoff flex 44. Now we have a flex temp of 44 set, and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and cage this. One more time. Anyways, click that. We'll click B for the altimeter setting. Ba-bong. Good. That's all good. EPR 1.93. I don't think it gives me an EPR setting here to expect. No, it doesn't. It should. A lot of airplanes don't do that, I find. When they give you a selected temp, it should spit out an N1 value, an EPR value of what you should get with that selected temperature. The PMDGs do it. But anyways, let's go back here. Weight and balance. Our 0 fuel weight CG of 9.2, takeoff CG of 12.5. So we'll come over here. Oh, it looks like it's set it for me by default. CG of 12.5, 7 degrees. I don't like that it does that. I like that it used to do that before, but now it just presets it for you. But we're going to match this desired trim with our actual trim. So we're just going to go trim nose down. Perfect. That's good. And then it's going to be a flap 7 departure. So we'll put this to 7 degrees. And then once we go into our this position right here, it'll be set to 7. So 2 notches in will be 7. All right, let's go and start the APU. We will go ahead and press the start pump. APU, start. Give you guys some sounds outside. I just noticed the sounds have been off this whole time. You guys got to tell me that, by the way. I always forget about that because of the intro. Oh, the sounds aren't working still. It's getting sounds from auto FPS for whatever reason. There you go. Alrighty, that's all been done. Good to go. Let's come up here. We'll select the APU gen onto the bus. The ground power can be selected off. Let's set our pressurization. So let's get our weather back there in Milwaukee. It is, first of all, we're landing at 720 feet. So just about there-ish. And then the altimeter setting of 3009. Right about there. Perfect. That's been done. With the APU on, we put the conditioned air on. And we can put our packs to auto. Technically, I'm not really supposed to do that until the air has actually been pulled. If you do that in real life, you actually have a potential to break the air cart. Go ahead and remove the ground power as well. Let's go ahead and close our door. Awesome. Let's go ahead and tell GSX to prepare for pushback and departure just to get them set up. Perfect. And let's get our screen set here. Hello. Oh, you're not, because you're not hooked up. Alrighty, on this panel here, the MD83 departure has us climbing up to 17, but on runway 4 right specifically, it's 7,000 feet. So we'll set 7,000 feet. Heading on takeoff is going to be 036. A little jumpy my heading here. Using the wing control PAP 3, by the way, for this to work. Our speed was 159, so I'll plug in 169 as our V2 plus 10. Flight directors, let's do this. On and on. We'll click this button. I think I can click this now. Yes, and then I'll click toga button when they're on the runway. We'll arm nav. We'll arm 7,000. And we'll be good to go. So this is say heading alt right now, but when I'm on the runway, I'm going to click the toga button. It'll say takeoff is what it's going to say. I don't know if they do that, or if they just... Why is my spoiler deployed? I don't know if they do that, or if they leave this switch up and then click... leave the switch down, click toga here at the gate first, and then turn the switch up on the runway. I don't know which method they do, but that's what we're going to do. I did not mean to click that, but we're not going to release our parking brake. We got to go nose right, so just make sure let's change our direction to nose to the right. Awesome. So, let's get the rest of this stuff going. Didn't mean to click that. How do I go back? Alright, well, hopefully it comes back eventually. Belts on. Captain, airfoil can be off, don't need that. That's all good. We can open these up for the time being. Fuel pump on, auto. Awesome. That's all good to go. Gen hydraulics. Yeah, we'll get the hydraulics is over here. The aux pump can go on. And the trans as well for now. Flaps are returning to 0. We'll get those switches back off once the engines are started. And we should be ready to push. We'll squawk 2,000. Turn it to transponder mode. Didn't mean to click the test button, but I clicked it anyways. We'll get up on the CTAF frequency.
TCAS system test.
Oh, maybe I should connect to VATSIM. What was my flight number? 1377. Is that a real call sign? Probably not. Do I care? Absolutely not. Oh, Toronto Center's online. Let's see if any Detroit people are on before I just go and push. I think not. So I think we should be good to go. Parking brake off. I feel like I forgot something, but I don't think I did. I'll buy fuel truck. There's like a weird mirror effect at the bottom of the stream. There we go. Alright. I was streaming Fortnite yesterday, so I had to change some stuff around with OBS. Alright, we're cleared to start them up, so let's go ahead and get our packs to the off position. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead... Or no, I think it's this mode, actually. And then we're going to go ahead and do our ignitions to both. And we're going to go and start number 2 here first. There we go. N2 is rising. Oh, no, it is actually off. Off. There we go. All right, N2 is still going up. Wait for 20% N2. We're going to go ahead and add our fuel. 20%. Ba-bong. You bought the membership to watch that? Well, I appreciate the support. Alrighty, parking brake is set. Zach says, never bought this bird, and she's quite the handful, but I'm sure she's quite rewarding at the same time. It is kind of on the startup. It's a bit more, but it's honestly like a 737. Maybe 2 to 3 extra steps, like if I'm honest. Maybe 4 extra steps, and that's literally it. Like the trim, the pneumatic air. That's kind of it, actually. It's pretty much all the same stuff. And it's easier than a CRJ. This thing has VNAV, auto thrust. It has all that, so it's not completely, you're not completely alone in it. Let's go ahead and tell GSX they can disconnect. We have one working engine, so we are able to come back to the gate. Let's go ahead and disconnect that. Start number 1. That start pump should be off. Starting 1. Everyone always parks there with the wrong airline. Yeah, I don't. We know this channel, guys. you're gonna bark up the wrong tree. It's about parking at the right gates. I go to work. My plane's there at the gate. I don't even know which one we're at. I'm joking. I just wanted to thank you, the MS24 optimization video, because it really changed my experience in the game. Thanks so much, Liam. Hope you're having a good time with it now. We're in 24 right now as well. We're going to be trying, actually, beta version 6. That's going to be coming up very... I think it's already out. You can go in the beta right now. All right, both engines are up and online, so make sure the generator switches, they're already on. We can click the APU generators off. We can click the APU conditioned air off. We can turn the APU off. The packs can go to auto. That's going to be coming from the engines. So the APU's on the way down. We can disconnect that starter, close these switches. Ignition can go back to off. That is all good there. Amazing. Didn't forget anything up here. Perfect. So down here, we're going to put our flaps into the 7D10. I'll give you guys some views of the flaps here. There's 7 degrees, and we've got this leading edge. Whoa, why are they going back? Okay, well, 7 degrees and leading edge slats as well. Make sure they're the same here, just below the 5. Yes, they are. Takeoff has been written there. It's perfect. We'll go back here and select auto brake takeoff. Takeoff is armed, so that's good to go. Should probably get the CTAF frequency up. Dot CTAF KDTW, and that's going to be 35.0. .0 goes right in there. Master warning. APU in up. ART in up. Yeah, that's fine. Automatic reverse thrust. That's off. If you don't have this off, the flex won't work correctly. So that's why we've done it like that. I'm a little nervous for SE6 because if it ends up anything like SE5, it's going to be troubleshooting and bug fixing for weeks. I don't know. Mine's been okay-ish. But that's it. It's basically like a 737. You know, you transfer the gens to the engine, you turn your APU off, you turn the bleeds back or the packs back open, set your flaps, set your RTO. It's basically the same stuff, guys. It's really not that bad. It's a very easy airplane, considering what else is out there for you to fly. The 7.2 is a little harder. Concorde's a lot harder. We'll get taxiing here. We'll put our nose light to dim. Aviation Bros, hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Liam says, well, that's good then. Yeah, it is. We're hopefully going to try, we're going to do this flight. I'm going to go to SU6 and try the Caravan and see if it works. We would do a Caravan, St. Martin to St. Bart's flight after this. Clear left and right with the vehicles. What is the price? Oh, wait, what? Why does it change that when I hover over? On VATSIM, yes, we are on VATSIM. My flight plan, I hope, is filed. I'm going to go do it one more time just to make sure. It was not filed. There we go. Auto ATC wants us to squawk 1060. There we go. BE146 is good fun. I asked JustFlight for that. We have not got a response for that yet. I hope for the best. We've had a problem with the past few sim updates for what I remember. Yeah, a lot of people have these weird issues here and there, and I do as well. I'll be honest, I'm not trying to like flex or whatever, flex temperature on you or whatever. As soon as you buy a 5090, a lot of the problems go away. It's strictly a game problem, and it just does not have enough VRAM. Like right now, I'm ultra almost everything. We're using 18 gigs of VRAM. And I still get stutters. Like, that's a stutter right there. But we're using ray trace shadows and all that kind of good stuff. Metro traffic, American 37-7, Saxon Uniform 9, Tango, Yankee 1, short 48. You gotta do at the very beginning, or else it's not a real call. I want to say, by the way, guys, I just forgot to mention that Mike in our Discord, Mike20 put out an event. I'll go ahead and pin the chat for you guys. You'll be able to find it in the general chat. It's now been pinned, so go take a look at that. He's going to be hosting an event like an airport hub kind of raid type thing. VRAM is so important. 24, it really is. It's kind of it's insane how much you need to make this sim run. I'm gonna start slowing down a little bit, just tiny little bit of brake. Very so slight. It's very hot outside, so in real life, when you're using brake, you want to be very just progressive with it. Don't go slamming the brake. Don't go slamming my brake. Oh, you know, I forgot beacon. Oh, what a terrible pilot. There we go. I don't know why the lights are all the way over there. It's kind of weird. I'm saving for a genuine tower though, because right now I'm playing on a gaming laptop. Oh yeah, that's gonna really be a struggle then for sure. Yeah, you'll have a much better experience with the with actual PC. Take a drink of water here as I hope I make the correct turn while looking outside. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. All right, let's take a look-see on who's on final or taking off at the airport. It looks like we have one landing on 3 right, 4 right. There's no one there, so I'll just make my call now. Metro traffic, American 1377, landing up runway 4 right, Metro. All right, let's go ahead and get our lineups kind of out of the way here. So we'll go ahead and advise the flight attendants. I don't know if that's how they do it, but we'll just let them know that we're about to be getting up on the runway here. The position and strobe can go to position and strobe. Amazing. Our transponder can go to TARA is what I meant to say. So we're good there. And once we get on the runway, we're going to click our toga button right there. I have 5060 laptop GPU with 8 gig VRAM, 32 gig RAM, i7 14. I don't even know what that is. Is that good? It's good for everything else but flight sim or DCS. If you want to play any flight sim, like any of them, they require like nuclear PCs to run, unfortunately. But like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all that stuff, you'd be able to play just fine. You can play this sim. It might just be more on the like the lower settings. For 5080 at least, is that the question for me? It is, yeah. I've never owned a 5090 card. The only time I've ever owned a 90 card is this year. It took me 27 years to be able to afford that. And the tax refund kind of helped, and you guys help a ton with donations and memberships and all that kind of stuff. So I just invested back into the channel, and that's why we'll be doing 3 streams tonight, because I got to pay for it. All right, let's just slow down a tiny little bit here. We're clear left, clear right. We have the wing control tiller being sent over, by the way, guys. This will make taxiing a ton better when we get that in here. Metro traffic, it's American 1377, rolling 4 right on the MD83. All right, you guys ready to go? Let's get our lights on. And bring the thrust up a little bit. Engine stable around 40. We'll click the toga. Clunk. Okay, I did the same thing. Stop. I know it's wrong. I misclicked. I do this all the time. It's one of these.
Take off thrust, set. Take off thrust, set.
I think it's supposed to be like that, or is it like this?
Take off.
Manual is pull, push, push. There we go. All right. Auto thrust rearmed. Both are moving. EPR 44, takeoff, takeoff. Whoops. There we go. I always forget that one. Click our bugs as well. I'm making all types of mistakes today.
Take off thrust, set.
Hey, his call actually makes sense. Thrust set. Oh, cameras. Oh my gosh, bumpy runway. That's actually very realistic. The runway in Detroit, from memory, is not the greatest. Checked. There's the yoke. There you go, the Moza yoke. No wind. She's staying straight and true tonight. Very bumpy. You know what's really bad? Philadelphia has a super bumpy runway in real life. V1. Get a little bit of stutters there. You can do it. You're up. This is super stuttery. I don't know what happened from yesterday to today. Let's pitch up a little bit to that.
Gear up, lights out.
There we go, just to that flight director there. Beauty. Not much I gotta do. She's pretty well trimmed. A little bit of nose down pressure. Kind of bouncing all over the place. It'll be a lot better when we get the native build. All right, let's go ahead and set our, let's do nav and VNav and climb.
Climb thrust, set.
Thought I had them armed, but I guess when I did that whole takeoff thing, it destroyed it. They probably, in real life, they're probably, now that I know that, they probably set takeoff at the gate. Oh, she's heavy. I love that. They probably set takeoff at the gate and then click that switch on the runway. That's probably what they do, because it would lead to the problem that we just had right there. If I were to guess. Nice and slow. We got people on board, so no rush. Nice and slow. Flap 0.
Flap 0.
Beauty. She flies really well. The landing still has a bit of that non-native springy pitch type of thing that a lot of airplanes have when they're not tuned for 24. But other than that, she's quite good. We're just going to be adding a little bit of nose down trim as she goes here. Just getting to 250 knots, and we're going to start bringing the nose back up to climb. And I really hope they get rid of this clicking screen garbage, because I'll go ahead and zoom my window out and I'll change what it's looking at. It's really annoying. All right, let's go ahead and set up our stuff a little bit higher here. We'll go all the way to 30 grand, 30,000 feet, and we'll click back to VNav. We'll level our arm to level off at 30,000. It's telling me to level off, but I need you to keep going up, Mr. Airplane. So we'll click vertical speed, then VNav. Oh, it needs it for the, never mind. It needs it for the actual star restriction. So we'll go ahead and actually just follow the flight directors like a good person. After takeoff wise, we can go ahead and click this switch back off. That's already off. Disarm our spoiler, and we can get rid of our get rid of our nose lights. There we go. 7,000 feet leveling. That's for the star restriction. We can go ahead and click data, I think. That should give us, there it is, 7,000 feet. So we'll do that. I hate that throttle moving sound though. It's pretty annoying to listen to. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and engage our autopilot. Command A. Or autopilot engaged, I guess I should say. And set to VNAV level. Spirit hangar in the back. Yeah, I recently went to Detroit last month actually, and we saw the Spirit hangars. They were just chilling. Kind of looked a little sad, to be honest. Also, our end, at least on my end, I can't see the stutters on the stream. Okay, perfect. Now it's frozen because I started chase plane. It always does this. Chase plane, I don't know what's wrong with it. But it like destroys the sim for a couple of seconds. Then it works again. Gonna go over to 22.8 again. Boop, over Unicom. Same here? Sweet. Maybe it's just on my end then. Thanks for letting me know I'm not the only one who mocks it and bells the decision height of call out alarm. Yeah. You're all good. I do it all the time. We're gonna get our flight recorder just open for later. So I can remember. I was originally going to fly the Fokker 100, but you guys voted for this, so we're doing this. Weed, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Sauce, can you roll cool with the aircraft? Can you? Oh, rope coal? I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure. There's VNAV climb as we pass that restriction en route. No, I did not mean to click that. Come up on 10,000 feet. Our lights are off and retracted. Pressurization is pressurizing. It's been quite smooth. Let's go belts auto. Be good to go. Take the MD83 over the Fokker 100 any day. The Fokker is very good in this sim. It is very, very good. I think MEE was the only airline to take the Fokker into MKE anyways. Yeah, I mean, you know me, guys. I don't care about that stuff. I take 777s for 40-minute flights. I don't care. It's just a joke. Rolling coal. I saw back smoke. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's like an old locomotive train engine. They're quite smoky. Oh, there's new drivers out. That's why I'm lagging. Every time there's a new driver, it's like NVIDIA puts in a bug. They're like, your game sucks, maybe update. Every time something on my end is going weird, I'm always like, what the heck? So I go and check the drivers, and there's always a new one. It's been butter smooth this whole time, like the last few days. Just learned right now from CST Flight Deck's Discord that it's his birthday, so happy birthday to Mr. CST, if you guys know what that is. If you don't, go check out his channel. Be sure to hit the like button as well, guys. Yeah, there's a new driver right now. I only check when my game starts to underperform. Like, it should be doing better than this. And then I'm like, oh, there's probably a new driver. First thing I check is my DLSS version to see if there's a new one of that or if it reverted at all. And then I check if there's a new driver. Oh, I left that wide open. New driver's a gig? Oh my gosh. Wouldn't put it past the video, I swear. Jexus came out today. Exactly. And I didn't know that. I just know that my game is not performing, and I just checked that stuff. And I'm like, why? How is it that when a new driver comes out, all of a sudden my game sucks, and I get all these stutters and weird things going on? I swear they put like a degrading code in there. All right, well, we're gonna be there at 16:56, and it's currently 16:20, so not that much actually to go. I'm just gonna go direct to the next waypoint here. There we go, direct. LNAV is captured. Do that. Set our heading around there. Let's start setting up for our approach. Performance, landing. Autofill doesn't seem to work, but yeah, see, it doesn't work autofill. Let's do Navigraph, MKE, weather. So, we're landing, it was 7, right, I think we chose. What's the wind? 0000. Okay. We initially chose 7, right? So we'll do that. 15 to 40 is fine with me. 30-10. Temperature is 27. Close enough. It was 26. The wind of 00. Oops. 000000. Good enough for me. And landing weight approximately, let's see here, we have currently let's go back here. Zero fuel weight is 127. We'll be landing with 10.6, so that makes us a 138 landing. 27 plus 10.7. Rounded up. Performance 138,000. Enter, calculate. All right, landing distance is 4,100 feet. Extra factored, the fudge factor is 48, call it 5,000 feet with an extra 3 remaining, so we're good on that. Flap 40 by 141 ref. Init ref. It's just 139, 141. Can't change it. That's fine. We'll leave it like that. And we'll click this. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Perfect. We're going to go over here. The auto brakes medium. Can I change the weight? Oh, there we go. 138 right there. Perfect. Doesn't tell me auto brake. Oh, auto brake medium. Calculate. Perfect. That's the same. Awesome. We'll do medium. I can't arm them until the gear and flaps come down, so we'll leave it unarmed. And flap 40, 141. That's all there. Perfect. I wish we had a 717. That'd be really cool. I think TFDI is going to make it. I think they hinted at it. Delta Ops would be low-key fun in that. It would, for sure. How do I fix NVIDIA container using 20.3 megabytes per second of my download speed? No idea. No idea. Don't even know what that is. Oh, I thought I was already signed in. Thought I switched that a long time ago. Okay, this should be coming up online just about now. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Alrighty. KMKE. Nope. KMKE. Enter. Approach 7 right. ILS, we'll pin that up. Taxi, we'll pin that up. It's only 1 star. We're flying west currently. Oh yeah, there's only 1 star from the east for unknown reasons. That's okay. This is the ILS chart here. We'll zoom it on in. Whoops. That's a frequency of 11.5. Final approach course is 076. Seven six. Seven six. Oh, let's hit transition. Whoops, do that. Alrighty. Page 11-2. 2700 is BAE VOR is the MSA. Misapproach is 2900 for unknown reasons. Then a left turn direct BAE VOR and hold. Pathy's on the left. It's a normal 3 degree. MDF 929, which puts us 200 above ground. So we'll set this. There it goes. 200 feet. And then this one to 929, which is basically 940. Close enough. There we go. Can I change the weight? 138 Raz? What? On top of the new drivers, you have to update NVIDIA App Pro too. Of course, yeah. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Well, guys, we're basically all ready for the approach. That's kind of it. Give you guys a bit of a briefing really quickly. We're going to do the visual backed up with ILS runway 7 right into Milwaukee, page 11-2. Effective, or the date, chart date, 14 February 2025. Lokesman tune, final push 076. Glide path check at Findo. MD of 930 set left and DH of 200. MSA based off BOE VOR, 2,900 feet. The missed approach is straight ahead, 2,900. Then a left turn direct BAE VOR. 3 degree slope, Pappy left. Going to be exiting the runway on the left hand side. Hopefully we can make Tango. Or actually Romeo, which might be a little different. But if it's not, and there's no one there, we'll just exit on one left and take Echo 2 if there's no one else there. You know what? What runway they're using in real life? Because maybe I can just go straight in. No, they are using the 7s. All right. So maybe I could just go straight in 25. That's fine. There's the VNAV leveling. In terms of fuel, we predict to have 10,000 pounds of fuel on there. And our min's 77, so we'll have about 2,300 pounds of extra gas. We can shoot an approach, try again, then it's off to the alternate. We've been cleared from auto ATC to descend 240 when ready. 240 set and confirmed. Top of descent's coming up later on. Wait till after stream to update drivers if you can, because it made everything crash and had to reopen everything. Yeah, never do a driver update during a sim. Never. Rule numero uno. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see what I got in my fridge. All right, I'm back. Love the look of this thing. Yeah, it's a beautiful airplane. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Top of descent still coming up in about maybe 5 minutes or so. I gotta do a Moza update and an NVIDIA update, and I'm gonna change the beta version soon. What can go wrong? Mike, hello, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I did, Mike. I did at the beginning, yeah. Sorry, my mic is muted. I saw your comment though, Jex. I was saying you might be a little biased on that one. For the next stream, we're going to do a caravan. Do you guys want to do Papua New Guinea? Or do you want to do St. Martin, St. Bart's turn? That might be a little nice, but might be a pretty beautiful flight. Keep in mind, it's the very first time I ever flew the caravan. We're going to St. Bart's, but that's fine. Make it work. Okay, 2,000 feet to go, and I'm going to start to select leg course of 076. Insert that. Execute. Clean all that up a little bit. All right, 1,200 feet coming up. Let's go and do, or 12,000 feet coming up. The vertical speed of 1,200. We'll slow down 250. Just nicely decelerating for 250 knots. Don't need any spoilers just yet. There's Milwaukee Airport just over there. We should do St. Bart's Saba after? How far is Saba? Gonna extend our lights just so we can get some extra drag here. Go ahead and turn ourselves left on the downwind course. Let's tune into Milwaukee's CTAP. $24,575. Milwaukee traffic, American 1377, 10,000 descending, 3,000 left downwind, runway 7 right, Milwaukee. IAS Mach 250. Let's pull the boards out. Don't know why that happened. We'll turn it back on. Through 10,000, lights are on. The pressurization is checked with depressurizing. Belts. That does each ding. Alright. Is on and notified. We're good to go. This thing is a brick. Love it. I love when airplanes are bricks. I like when you can just decelerate the crap out of them and get them slow and down. It's like a 10-minute flight anyway from Bart's. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Milwaukee. St. Bart's is just the default scene, right? There's no payware for it. I know Fly Tampa used to have one a long time ago, P3D, but FSX. Oh, I forgot to turn these off. Whoops. Off. There we go. Bart's and Saba are both bespoke and P, sure. I'm pretty sure. Bespoke. Default? All right, let's go ahead and turn. Milwaukee traffic, American 1377, turning left base, runway 7 right, Milwaukee. Spoilers retracted. Spoilers armed. Go vertical speed, 1,000. Slow down a little bit. First notch of flaps. It's just slats, to be honest with you. Four for 3,000. Flap. Oop, flap 10. Four for 3. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in. I got a little close. Yep, I think I blew through that one a little bit too much. I'm not ATC. Press our ILS button. Altitude capture. Check. Having a hard time leveling off here. Milwaukee traffic, American 1377 is on the ILS, runway 7 right, Milwaukee. Look, captured. That's actually a pretty good intercept, if I don't say so myself. Start our recording. Why does MSFS24 keep resetting my settings? I find NVIDIA Control app does that, or the app, unfortunately. So low captured, ILS is still armed, so we're waiting on the glide slope. Let's go ahead and bring out a little bit more flap to get that nose down. Like that, I just move. Oh, don't touch that, please. Touch flap 13. Looks like this is going to be a tricky one for us today. Wind. And this airplane does not like wind in the native build. It's still very kite-like in the native build. Oh, press the altimeter setting. Whoopsie! Transition 318. Do a speed of 180. I'm going to hold in the gear just a little bit till we get a little closer. Glide slope captured. Runway's in sight. Visual call is visual landing. Turn the cameras on for you guys. There we go. All right, let's go gear down. Next stage of flat. Blowing 140. This thing really is a brick. Set that to bright. There we go. Walk traffic, it's American 1377, short final, 7 right. Alright, we're going to arm our auto brake. Spoilers are armed as well. Thrust is set to go around mode. This thing is looking like a little wobbly. Autopilot disconnect is not mapped. I'll just click it here. Check. And we'll go ahead and press auto thrust disengage as well. We'll do some manual thrust. See, this is the springy thing I'm talking about. It just kind of flies a little weird, but as soon as you get it kind of trimmed nicely, it's pretty good-ish. I don't know why it's going to make the light slope warning. I'm just a tiny little low. Flight directors aren't really guiding correctly. Disregard. Visual. I think I found the power setting that worked quite well. Trim, I'm still fighting a little bit. 400. 500 stable crew 5. 300. Very little wind now, as we got a little lower, correcting a little high. Yeah, these flight directors are not helping at all. They're telling me to go up. Those are incorrect. Oh, too much. I don't know where all this lift came out of, but we'll slam her down, bring the reverse up. Our reverse isn't working. And nothing works today. Alright. I guess full maximum braking it is. And burn up the tires.
60 knots.
Checked. Stop recording. I'm going to do this just for Mr. FL Pilot Depth he's watching. We're going to disconnect from VATSIM and we're going to go right to the replay. You guys know I don't taxi. I can't be bothered. Yeah, this airplane will be a lot better once it gets the native 2024 build. I don't know why it just hits a random wall of lift all of a sudden every time. You can claim ground effect, but no. It just has... Look, I didn't change the pitch. The pitch is constant. It just has ever so much lift out of nowhere now for some reason. Yeah, a lot of airplanes suffer from this, unfortunately, in the sim. Like, it hits a wall. You can see it literally hits a wall of just straight level flight. It's kind of interesting. The RJ used to do that as well. The RJ is not correct either, but it doesn't do that. But that just happens when the airplanes are not, they're not native to the sim. They have that problem, I find. Not bad though. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and do some spotting. This is Milwaukee Senior, by the way, guys. Looks half decent. I'm also starving, so I'm gonna cook something real quick, and then we're gonna set that caravan stream up as well. I'm really looking forward to getting on the newest build of NVIDIA. American gate. Oh, I don't park checks. I very rarely park to the gate. If I loved the airplane, and I have and I'm not bored out of my mind, I'll go do it. But no. I was getting super bored mid-flight. I was almost thinking of just canceling the stream mid-flight. I want to go fly the caravan. I only did the stream for... I did this for UJEX, and I did this for Mr. Tucker. Because if it was up to me, I'd be flying the caravan. Yeah, so it just hits a wall. There's like just a wall of lift. And it happens with a lot of airplanes that were made from 2020. then they were brought over here. Happens a lot with those airplanes. Beautiful wing view. I'll be here in 4 days. Nice. Bet my reversers didn't work.
Minimums.
Alright guys, well, you guys know the drill. We're going to set up this one last angle, and then we're going to call it a night. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to be back on live probably in 40 minutes. We're going to get everything updated, make some food, and we'll do a caravan stream from St. Bart's to St. Martin to St. Bart's, St. Bart's to or to Saba. We'll try maybe to do 3 of those. It'll be my very first time ever flying it. I've never flown the caravan. The black square, and we're gonna do that on stream just for funsies. I watched some videos here and there on some stuff, but it's just a big 172 basically with a turboprop. So we'll do that. Thank you guys all for watching. We'll see you in the next stream.